All right, baby. We are live. We are live, baby. Been a minute since I've been live over here on Instagram. So I just wanted to pop on Instagram for a quick minute. This about to be a hot, quick minute. So y'all slide on in this thing, baby. Slide on in. All my divine ones. Y'all check on in. Come on in. Come on in. So excited to see y'all, baby. Come on in. Come on in. So let me get right on into it because I got to leave in about 10 minutes and go pick up the children. So let me get right on into it, baby. This is what I want to come on and speak to y'all today. Thank y'all so much. This is what I want to come on and speak to y'all real quick. Grab your journal. Get your blue ink pen, okay? So you can take down these notes, baby, because the Holy Spirit gave it to me earlier. And I put it in my journal with my blue ink pen. So my divine ones, you ain't no divine one unless you got that journal, unless you got that blue ink pen, okay? Because the Holy Spirit is speaking in this season, baby, and I want y'all to make sure that you catch all the gems, I can't wait to see you in the spiritual Sledgehammer seminar, baby. I'm ready to get in that thing. The Holy Spirit been dealing with me about that class too. So side note, if y'all ain't signed up for the seminar, on May the 31st, 2023, it's right after Memorial Day. It's right after Memorial Day. So y'all grill, go on vacation, get you some meat and stuff. And then after that, baby, I want you to come join us for that seminar on, it's the Wednesday after Memorial Day. It's Wednesday night at 6 p.m. Central, 7 p.m. Eastern. So make sure y'all click the link in my bio, click the link down here in the description if you're watching on YouTube, and sign up for the Spiritual Sledgehammer Seminar, baby, because I'm going to be showing you how to pick up that spiritual sledgehammer and how to bust down every brick, every lie, every limitation that the enemy has built up in your mind, baby, so that you can be that successful person that God has created you to be. Each and every one of y'all, I want you to put this in the comments and affirm this right now. Say, I am successful. Come on now. Say it and walk like it and talk like it. I don't care what your bank account looking like. I don't care what your relationship looking like, what your marriage looking like, what your health looking like. The Bible say you got to call those things that be not as though they were. Okay. When the world would have classified me as not being successful, guess what I was saying? And guess what I was speaking? That I am. Okay. And God said, you got to do the same thing. You got to speak your way out of that bondage. You got to speak your way out of that depression. Come on now. You got to speak your way out of that captivity. You got to speak your way, baby, out of being broke, busted, and disgusted. That's it. You talking, listen, y'all talking like a divine one, baby. Say that like a divine one. Say, I am successful. Somebody asks you how you doing. Say, I am successful. I am successful. I am blessed. I am prosperous. Come on now. I am loved. I am abundant. Start speaking that thing, baby. And I bet you're going to start feeling better. Okay. So let me get right on to the message, y'all. Real quick. You the person for the job. You've been second guessing yourself. You've been down yourself. You've been looking at yourself like, I don't know if I could do this. I don't know if I'm the person to do this. I ain't like such and such them. And, they can talk well and they can get their words out and they can make their point well. And it take me forever to get to the point. And I ain't good at public speaking and I can't get on no stage. And, such and such them, they know how to write books and stuff. But I'm not such and such them. They know how to articulate their words on paper and stuff. And they know how to write books. And I don't know how to write books and stuff. I don't know how to start no business. Ain't nobody in my family never started no business. I don't know. God said, stop that. Stop that. Somebody put that in the comments right now, baby. Say, stop that. Stop that. Because see, what you're doing is down yourself. What you're doing is sleeping on yourself. Come on now. What you're doing is sleeping on the power that the Lord placed on the inside of you a long time ago. And he said, you got to stop that, baby. And you got to start affirming today that I am the person for the job. Come on now. All my women, I need y'all to say this. I am the woman for the job. Come on now, you the woman for the job. Stop down yourself. Stop sleeping on yourself. Stop second guessing yourself. Did nothing change in my life? Y'all better hear me today. Did nothing change in my life? Did nothing change in my business? Did nothing change in anything that I had going on until I started seeing myself differently? See, all my life, I saw myself as being defeated. Who am I talking to? I saw myself as being a loser. Now, of course, I was not consciously saying this, right? I wasn't walking around telling everybody I'm a loser, but I carried a loser spirit. I carried a defeated spirit. Sometimes it ain't what we say, but it's what we're thinking underneath the surface. It's what we thinking subconsciously that's blocking our blessings, that's blocking our elevation. Come on now. So I had to start seeing myself differently. I had to get up. And I had to start believing in myself. I had to start believing these scriptures that I had read all my life. I've been in church all my life. Some of y'all know what I'm talking about. You ain't no stranger to church. You've been in church all your life. You done heard deacon them and pastor them and reverend them. We done heard these folk all our life. We can quote the Bible. We know the Bible. Come on now, we can quote that thing word for word. But God said, what good is that if we have no fruit? What good is that and we live in a defeated life? What good is that, come on now, to know the scriptures, to be able to quote the scriptures, but we have not produced no fruit in our life? We ain't got the results. We ain't got the results. So this is the season where the Lord say you're going to have the results. But in order for you to have the results, you got to start seeing yourself differently. And this takes boldness, baby. This takes a spirit of courage. So I want you to affirm that over yourself right now. I want you to put this in the comments and get your journal, get your blue ink pen, because I want you to write this down. I am courageous. I am courageous. Come on now. Does that mean that you won't be scared and fear will never enter into your heart? No, that ain't what that means. Because I tell y'all all the time, it be all kind of stuff that scare me. It be all kind of stuff, baby. I be want to just, in the flesh, look. In the flesh, I be want to take off running and tuck my tail and hide and be shaking in my boots and everything, baby. Because I be telling the Lord, get somebody else to do it. I don't want to do that. That's what I be saying in the flesh. But just like the Bible say that the flesh is, the spirit is willing. It say the spirit is willing, but that flesh is what? That flesh is weak. So you can't rely on just that flesh, baby. You have to affirm it from within your spirit. You have to say, I am courageous. I heard somebody say one time, and this was so liberating for me. This broke me free when I heard somebody define it like this. When they said that courage is not the absence of fear. When you say I am courageous, that don't mean that you ain't scared. You know what that mean? That mean that, yeah, I'm scared. Yeah, I experience some fear. Yeah, I'm afraid, but I'm not going to let that stop me. Come on now. Somebody put that in the comments. Say, fear will not stop me. Affirm this today, baby, that fear will not stop you from reaching your destiny. Fear will not stop you from starting your business. Fear will not stop you from loving again. Fear will not stop you. You got to affirm it today, baby. Say, I am courageous. And I am the man for the job. Come on, men of God. Kingdom men are rising. I want y'all to speak this today. I want you to put it in the comments, baby. Say, I am the man for the job. Yeah, it's hard. Yeah, it's challenging. Yeah, I don't know how I'm going to make ends meet. I don't know how I'm going to take care of this, how I'm going to take care of that. I don't know about the choices, the decisions that I got to make. I don't know what all this come with. But you know what? I'm going to go on and say it today that I'm the man for the job. Because I know the champion that's on the inside of me. That's what I want y'all to affirm today. You got to know the champion that's on the inside of you. So you are the man for the job. Glory be to God. And I heard somebody else say that sometimes you got to borrow somebody else's belief until you can believe enough for yourself. So I want you to, I got enough belief for everybody on this live, baby, for everybody watching this video. So if you don't believe, take a little bit of my faith today. And God said, take off running with that thing, baby, because I believe in you. Do you understand me? I know that you the woman for the job, because I wouldn't even be on here right now encouraging you. I wouldn't even be on here right now trying to wake that spirit up on the inside of you if I did not believe. So God said, take this faith today, baby, until you can start believing enough for yourself and know that you the man for the job. You the woman for the job, baby. The job been waiting on you. That, listen, them shoes been waiting on you to step in them. Them shoes been waiting on you to fulfill your purpose and your legacy and your destiny, because you are the person for the job. God gave me this word because it's some things that it's some roles that he has called me to step into that I have never done before. God gonna call y'all to do some stuff that you ain't never did before, and ain't nobody in your family never did before, and you have no example of anybody that looked like you that done did anything close to this, and it's gonna scare the mess out of you. But God sent me on this video today, baby, to let you know that you are qualified, that he has put the gifts on the inside of you, and he said, I would have never called you had I not equipped you and qualified you a long time ago. You the person for the job. Oh, this for somebody today. Come on now. I see y'all taking off running today, baby. I see you getting this word, activate beast mode for the kingdom of God, because he says that you, yes, you are the person for the job. You the one. Come on now. Somebody put that in the comments today, baby. Say, I am the one. Woo. Y'all remember that, baby? Say, I am the one. I taught a whole masterclass about that thing, baby. I am the one. Somebody put it in the comments. Get your journal. Get your blue ink pen. Write that thing down, baby. Say, I am the one. Tell the devil, I heard you been looking for me. Here I go. I'm the one and the two, because you the generational curse breaker, baby. It ran all up and through your family until it ran into you. Glory be to God. This is what God told me to tell y'all. Let me say, get this out so I can go. But y'all listen. He said, if you don't do it, who will? I said, glory be to God. He said, because listen, you be sitting there down yourself. You be sitting there sleeping on yourself. And you be sitting there, you be trying to push the job off on somebody else. You be sitting there trying to bargain with God, trying to push it back on God. God done put it on you. You trying to push it back on him because you don't think you qualified. You don't think you articulate enough. Come on now. You don't think you proper enough. You don't think you light-skinned enough. Ooh, you don't think you thick enough. You don't think you skinny enough. You don't think you tall enough. Ooh, you don't think you short enough. Whatever this reason is in your mind that got you down yourself, the Lord say, if you don't do it, he said, who will? Other people's lives are tied to your obedience. Come on now. Other people's destiny is intertwined, is connected to you fulfilling your calling. Somebody else's breakthrough is dependent on you answering the call. It's dependent on you saying, yes, I am the woman for the job. Because had I not stopped sleeping on myself, had I continued to sit down in that recliner every day and feel sorry for myself and have a pity party every day, and had I not got up and started believing in myself, the people that I have impacted through my gifts, I wonder where they would be. Come on now. So you got to look at yourself the same way. You can't keep sitting where you sitting, baby. The Lord say, I'm calling you higher. Somebody put this in the comments right now. Say, God is calling me higher. I can't stay in this broke down relationship no more. Come on now. I can't keep sitting here robbing Peter to pay Paul no more. I can't keep sitting here being broke, busted, and disgusted no more, because the Lord is calling me higher. Other people's lives are tied to my destiny. Other people's lives are tied to my obedience. So this is why it's so important, baby, that you start believing. You got to believe. You got to start seeing yourself differently. You got to start seeing yourself as the man for the job. You are the woman for the job. Because if you don't do it, who gonna do it? Listen what he say. He say, if you don't teach them, some of you, the Lord has called you to the lane of teaching. He's called you to the lane of coaching. He's called you to the lane of consulting. You have knowledge. You have information that can help somebody, that can benefit somebody. And do you not know that as long as you continue to sit on that information and not serve it to your generation, your life will continue to be a struggle. I'm telling y'all what I know. Your life will continue to be a struggle. As long as I kept my mouth shut, and I wouldn't tell people what God told me to tell them, and I wouldn't get on no video because I was scared about what somebody was going to say about me, or they were going to talk about how I sound, or they were going to talk about how I look. As soon as I said, forget them folks, and I became about my Father's business, my life changed. My life changed. That's why can't nobody come tell me. See, you got to know that you sure enough know, baby, that this is the lane that God has called you to be in. Because, see, can't nobody come tell me nothing. And you got to know it just like that. Can't nobody come tell me nothing, because I wouldn't see the fruit that I've seen if I wasn't doing what God called me to do. See, when you doing what God done called you to do, it might be rough for a little while, baby, because you got to get your mind right, and you got to unlearn all that stuff that all them beliefs, all that stinking thinking. You got to deprogram, and there's a rough season that you have to go through. Yeah, because you got to change your mindset. It don't happen overnight. So you got to be proven and you got to work for it. But eventually you're going to come into a season where your crop going to come in. Do y'all understand me? And you're going to see the fruit of God in your life. And he's going to be confirming to you that you did right. That you the one for the job. You the one that the Lord has called, baby. Listen, he say, if not now, then when? If not now, then when? Like I say, he called me to do some stuff that I have never done before. And it made me, I'm telling y'all, this stuff that God gonna be calling y'all to do is so big. It's bigger than anything that you've ever done before. And then it comes with a lot of responsibility. See, we be wanting the blessing. We be wanting the overflow. But see, we don't look at the flip side of that. The flip side of that is you're gonna be held responsible for some folks. You're going to be held responsible. The Lord going to be looking at you. Because see, too much is given, much is required. See, people want the glitz and the glam, and they want the blessing and they want the overflow, but they don't want the responsibility. Come on now. Come on now. See, we like the idea of the blessing, but we don't want to put in the work that it takes to maintain that blessing. We don't want to put in the time and the energy that we have to put into learning and improving our craft and growing and investing and studying. We don't want to do that. We just want the blessing. But see, the Lord say you can't have one without the other, baby. You're going to have to be held responsible for some stuff. And I don't want you to cause that to make you shy off and run away from what God has for you. Because this is why he sent me on this video to let you know that you the person for the job. Don't you be running from nothing that the Lord has called you to do, because he wouldn't call you except he had already equipped you. You already got all the tools that you need to fulfill this assignment. The only thing you got to do is start believing in yourself. Glory be to God. Somebody put that in the comments, baby. Say, I got to believe in myself. Got to believe in myself. I got to believe that I'm the woman for the job. Glory be to God. See, when you know that you the man or the woman for the job, you won't run away from your responsibility. You will embrace this new responsibility. You will embrace what the Lord has for you. And that's what I hear him saying to y'all. He said, don't run away. Don't let the enemy cause you to be overcome with fear and you run away from what God has for you. He says, embrace it. For the Father says that this is what I have for you. He says this is your inheritance. It was yours before the foundation of the world. Do not be overcome with fear. I hear him saying today that you are the person for the job, baby. But unless you do the mindset work, you will run away from what you have been waiting for all your life. Y'all better hear me. The breakthrough that you've been praying for, see, it ain't going to come the way you think it going to come. Y'all better understand what I'm saying now. We be praying and asking God for stuff, and then we think God, we want to ask God for the blessing, and then we want to tell him how to bless us. It don't work like that. I learned that, baby. I learned that it's things that God promised me, that he promised me I would have it. He promised me it would show up. And I'm seeing it show up, but it is not showing up in the way that I thought it was going to show up. It's showing up in a way to where it's requiring something of me. It's requiring more of me. Who am I talking to? See, we ask for the blessing and then we think we can just sit back and watch it show up and watch it fall in our hand. But we don't know that God don't bless you just for the aesthetics. Come on now. God don't bless you just because it's aesthetically pleasing and the ambiance and all this, and because it look good and it feel good and you could just sit there and receive it. No, when God give you something, it's to help you become, come on now, the person that he has called you to be. And it's going to require something of you. So in order for this blessing to enter into your life, in order for this breakthrough to enter into your life, you're going to have to put some elbow grease in that thing. You're going to have to get up and put in some work. You're going to have to get up and do some studying. You're going to have to get up and do some praying, some meditating, some investing, some reading. Come on now. You're going to have to get up and might have to pay off some old debts. Go back and pay some folks that you owe. Yeah. That just like how God did me. He said, oh, okay, you want this and that. You want this new house and stuff. God said, what about them folks you owe? What about them folks you owe? Go back and pay them folks you owe. Yeah, I see. We think God just gonna drop some keys in our hand, give us new. God said, go back. Your name means something. Go pay them folks. Go make it right. And I had to make every single one right. Do you understand me? He didn't give me nothing till I went back and made that thing right. So guess what I had to do? I had to swallow my pride. I had to give up my way for God's way. See what I'm saying? It's going to require something of you. It's going to require you to be more mature, and it's going to require you to be responsible. And guess what? Some of the other stuff that I asked God for that he gave me, it required me to swallow my pride and apologize. I had to go, listen, God going to call you to go back. You might have to go make something right with somebody. You might have to go have a conversation with somebody. You might have to go admit some wrongs. Come on now. Because this is pulling something out of you. He don't bless you just because of the aesthetics. It's helping you to become. So you going to get what he promised you, but you ain't going to get it without you putting your hands to work. You're going to have to get up and do some work. You're going to be held responsible. And I'm telling you, do not run from this responsibility. Embrace it, because this means that you are growing. This means that you are becoming the person that God has created you to be. You will be scared. Okay. I'm telling you that right here, right now. We're going to go ahead and set that expectation that you will be scared. Okay, when God called you to go do something, it's going to be great, baby. It's going to be mighty. And the person in you, the human in you, is going to be scared. But I'm telling you that the spirit in you, come on now, the spirit in you is the person for the job. The spirit in you is the man or the woman for the job. And the spirit is willing. The spirit is powerful. The spirit is very capable of possessing that land. Do you understand me? Don't you let your flesh stop you. Don't you let this body stop you from what God has promised your spirit. You are the person for the job. Embrace it. Embrace your responsibilities. Embrace it, baby. That's it. Growing pains. That's exactly what it is, baby. All right, y'all listen, because I got to go. God would have never called you had he not equipped you. You have a whole spiritual tool belt full of tools. It was in you at the moment of conception. When your mama and daddy got together and did the do and had you, your tool belt was already in you. It was in your DNA. It was in your cells. It was in your chromosomes. It's ingrained in you. You already have everything you need to fulfill your assignment. Anything else that you think you need is just extra. But everything that you ever needed, it's been in you the whole time. All you got to do is start working your stuff. All you got to do is start believing in your stuff. Okay, so walk boldly in Christ. This is what I hear him say. Walk boldly in me and understand that you are the person for the job. This was ordained for you a long time ago. I'm telling y'all, your prayers are getting ready to show up. They showing up, baby. But they not going to show up the way you thought they were going to show up. They not going to show up with you sitting back with your feet propped up, with that remote control in your hand, watching Netflix, and you thinking that thing finna just fall in the roof on you and fall in your lap. God said, get up. He said, get up. Okay. And I'm going to tell y'all, I'll give you a prime example of what he told me. So when I say that it's going to require something of you, God told me, he promised me that I have 3 children. He promised me that all 3 of my children would be straight A students. Okay. He told me that all 3 of them would be straight A students. So what am I doing? I'm sitting back. Okay. And I'm sending them to school every day. I'm sitting back, sending them to school every day, and I'm waiting on them straight A's, baby. I'm waiting on them straight A's on their report card. Ooh, they gonna get, God promised me, baby. I'm affirming it every day. I'm speaking it. They got straight A's. They straight A students. They well-mannered. They conduct is amazing. They teachers brag on them all the time. Ooh, I'm just affirming this. This my vision, baby. And I'm sitting back waiting on it to fall in my lap. And then God made me get up, baby. And guess what he had me do? Create a whole school. Create a whole school. He said, oh yeah, they gonna have straight A's, but it ain't gonna be the public school system that gonna give it to them. I said, what you say? God said, you gonna make a school. You see what I'm saying? He'll promise you something and then it'll come to pass, but you don't know how it's gonna come to pass. And because it's not your ways. See, his ways are higher than our ways. And his thoughts are higher than our thoughts. So don't box him in. Don't try to put God in a box and limit him to how he's going to answer your prayers, because you don't know how it going to come. Come on now. I ain't know that their report card was going to have my logo on it. That their report card they was going to be attending a school that they mama created. Come on now. Come on now. And not only them, but children all over the world. Children, it's going to start with them, but it's going to spread to children all over the world. So what would have happened had I sat there down myself saying, I can't do that. I don't want to be responsible for my kids' education. See, it's something to send them to school, because you can, if something don't go right, you can blame the teacher. You can blame the school system. You can blame such and such. You can blame you can blame the principal and the teachers and all these folks. But see, when with this role right here, see, it's my responsibility. I'm responsible for my children's education now. But guess what? It's helping me to become. It's helping me to become the person that God has created me to be. And it's causing me to grow. It's causing me to stretch. It's causing me to research. It's causing me to look for stuff, to read stuff. It's stretching my brain. It's stretching my belief system. It's causing me to see the potential that's on the inside of me. I'm doing stuff that I didn't even know I could do. God is answering my prayers, but He doing it through the power that's in me. I will do exceeding and abundantly above all that you could ever ask or think. Come on now. According to the power that works in you. He gonna fulfill your prayers, but He gonna do it with you. He gonna do it through you. So you gotta affirm it that you are the person for the job, because you the one that He gonna call. You the one He gonna call. You the one that's gonna make your dreams come true. Come on now. And you gonna make other people's dreams come true too. Because the vision that God given you is so big that other people, they're gonna have to come and apply for positions and jobs and stuff. You gonna create opportunities for other people. You the person for the job. I am Latoya Okeia. I love y'all so much, baby. I love you so much. Keep on growing. Keep on going. Understand that you the person for the job. God would have never called you had He not equipped you. Okay, so y'all click the link below. Get in the seminar. Remember, it's going to be on May the 31st, 2023. I'm going to have it in the link in my bio, and it's going to be below in the description as well. I love y'all so much. You the person for the job. Okay, say it every day until you start believing it. Borrow some of my belief until you can start believing it for yourself. Okay, I'll see y'all in a little bit.